Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to FPL
Hello.
AF with me and Amel. Today we are going to talk about the most important game week. I think it's one of the most important. It's called the Double Game Week 19. Why Double Game Week? Because and then will see that there are so many fixtures. There are a
Mhm.
couple teams that will play two matches with the most. So yeah, we cannot actually talk to you guys about all of the fixtures, but we can give you our best squad based on our reference. First up, we have the goalkeeper. We have Meslier, Ilan Meslier from the Leeds United. So why do we choose him? So there are other options like Martinez, Leno, but we choose him because first up the Leeds has easier opponents like Brighton and Southampton, so the chance for the clean sheet is more higher because
Mhm.
Martinez, Aston Villa got Everton and Manchester City. So so we think that it is more, it is an easier option to choose him. For Meslier, his price is 4.6. His ownership is 6.7%. On last match, he has two clean sheets. One against Burnley, where he got the bonus points. One against West Brom. For the last five match, he also had like 21 save. And so for Leeds, actually, you will see that the fixtures between Leeds and Southampton may be rescheduled, so you may want to look up for it. So and also we from the FPLF team still look at the condition, because
Yep.
if they have this, we should tell you guys also. Okay, next up we have, so this is only goalkeeper, only one, of course, and then the defender. How many did we pick? We picked three. Yeah.
Three.
First up, we have Aaron Cresswell from West Ham. Is at 5.4 right now. Why Cresswell? First up, because over the five match, he had two assists and two clean sheets. With big points come with when he played Everton. I think he got a clean sheet and bonus point and also an assist. And then he got an assist when he played against Brighton and Everton. So that's two. His ownership is 13.9%. For key passes, that's a lot for a defender. And the fixtures,
Mhm.
he will play Burnley and West Brom. So I'm really sure that West Ham can beat West Brom, even maybe a clean sheet. And for Burnley,
Mhm.
I think that West Ham will at least get a clean sheet. So that's why we pick Cresswell as one of the defender. The next up, we have Dallas from Leeds also. The fixtures is same as Meslier, uh, against Brighton and Southampton, and for Southampton maybe rescheduled. So why we pick Dallas. So even though for the last five match, uh, uh, Leeds actually got considered, yeah, a couple of I think the considered goals is quite high, especially when they play Man United. Yeah, he considered by six, but he at that match he score goal,
Mhm.
and then he also scored goal when he played Newcastle, an assist against West Brom, and a clean sheet when he played against Burnley and West Brom. So far he had 15.4% with X shots and two key passes. You will see that he was the one who took a shot. So yeah, chance from him to score a goal or even assist is still quite big, especially with the not so low expected goals. And then last but not least is Joe Cancelo from Manchester City, is at 5.8 right now. So why we pick Cancelo first up, because over the last 5 match he had 3 clean sheets against Southampton, Newcastle, and the last one is I forgot. Oh yeah, Manchester United. Yeah, okay. And also got points when he got the clean sheet against Southampton and Newcastle, which is two. Ownership is 11%. So why do we pick him? Based on the latest stats, he had 5 shots and 9 key passes, which was quite big considering he played in he played as a wing back. And for the fixtures for him is against Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. Crystal Palace actually can, Crystal Palace form is kind of, not good but not so bad. No, I think it's quite bad actually. And then Aston Villa is still in form, but when Aston Villa plays against a big team, Aston Villa may be lose. So yeah, we pick Cancelo, and yeah, that's why we believe him. I think there are other options such as Ruben Diaz, but if we pick Ruben Diaz, he will only, depends on the clean sheet. Meanwhile, with Cancelo, we can also depend on with his key passes and maybe to score and assist. So yeah, I think that's all for the defender. Next up, we have, yeah, what we have, Amel?
We have
Yeah,
5 midfielders. So let's discuss one by one. The first one we have obviously Kevin De Bruyne.
the
Right
bro.
now he costs 11.8 million and his ownership is right now 25.9%. So I think that's pretty high right now, but yeah, you can consider a little bit differential. So the expected goals from previous 5 game weeks is 2.34 and expected assist is 3.08. So I think that's pretty good from him. And he's quite consistent as well. So he got 1 goal, 2 assists, and also 4 clean sheets from the previous 5 game weeks. And to sum up that number, he also got 16 shots and also 17 key passes. So it's huge. So I think Kevin De Bruyne is the really optimal player to choose for this double game week. So he also scored 28 points and also 4 bonus points from the previous 5 game weeks. And considering the possible double game week 19 fixtures, which is Crystal Palace and also Aston Villa, I think that Crystal Palace tend to concede a lot recently. So I think that De Bruyne is the perfect match for this game. And then I think that from the Aston Villa, I think that they're pretty good at defending and maybe not that easy to score against. But looking at the previous results from Villa against City, I think that it's pretty tempting to captain De Bruyne as well. So yeah, moving on to the next one, we have Bruno Fernandes. Right now he costs 11.3 million and his ownership is big, 53%. And expected goals is 3.39, expected assists is 1.88. So it's big as well. And he got 4 goals, 3 assists, and 2 clean sheets from the previous 5 game weeks. So he actually scored 3 double digits from the previous 5 matches, which is against Leeds, against Leicester, and also Aston Villa. So I think it's a huge boost. I think that Bruno Fernandes is a really good FPL asset. And he also just got a blank from the previous 5 game weeks. And in total, he only got 2 blanks from away matches. So I think that we can really consider him in these fixtures because he will have 2 away matches as well. So apart from that, he also got 20 shots and also 15 key passes. And he scored the big whooping 47 points and also 8 bonus points from the previous 5 game weeks. So yeah, it's really good. And from the fixtures, he will be playing against Liverpool away. I think that it will be a difficult match, but yeah, I think that maybe we can consider Bruno to score at least once. So I don't think that I don't really think that it will have a lot of goals in that match. But yeah, maybe if Manchester United score, it will be Bruno or maybe Rashford. And the next one is Fulham away. So yeah, we know that Fulham is not uh, it's not impressive, not good, not bad, but yeah, they're just so in form. But I think that since it's an away match, I think that Bruno can shine in this one. But beware that Bruno is on yellow card warning, because if he get another yellow card in the Liverpool game, he will miss the next match, which is Fulham away. So yeah, I think that we should really consider that. Do you really want to bet if Bruno doesn't play the double game weekend against Fulham as well? But if you don't want to risk it, maybe you want to go with Rashford instead, because he's also have a good away form and he's also cheaper and he's got lower ownership as well. So yeah, I think if you don't go with Fernandes, you can go with Rashford. Okay, next one. We have Mo Salah. He's right now 12.5 million and his ownership is 38.6%. So looking at the previous 5 game weeks, he got expected goals 2.41, expected assists 0.14. He got 3 goals, 1 assist, and 1 clean sheets. And he managed 13 shots and 4 key passes. And he scored 30 points with only 2 bonus points. So I think that Salah scored double digits versus Crystal Palace. But he also blanked in previous 3 game weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like him. It's not typical Salah that we know, but hopefully in this double game week, he will be playing at home against Manchester United and also Burnley. So hopefully he will be back in his home form, because he's usually performed well in home matches. And I think that against Manchester United, he is possible to get a goal. But against Burnley, I think that it is a pretty good match, because Burnley is really good at defending, but I don't think that they will keep a clean sheet in this one. So maybe if there's a slight goal, just maybe 1 or 2, I think that Salah might get 1 or 2 goal in that match as well. So I think that he's a pretty good option in this double game week.
Yes.
Next one.
Next up we have Amel's favorite.
We have Suchek. Amel's favorite. So Suchek right now is only 5.3 million, and his ownership is, yeah, we can say it's a bit differential, because he's only at 13.6% ownership right now. His expected goal is 1.39 with no assists apparently. But from previous 5 game weeks, he managed to score 2 goals and also had 2 clean sheets, 8 shots. And also he managed to score 28 points with 6 bonus points. So I think that it is pretty good considering the price of Suchek. And then the fixtures itself, the same as Cresswell. He got Burnley at home and also West Brom at home. So I think that Suchek can manage a goal or 2 in these games, because playing against Burnley and West Brom, the chance to score is, I think it's really big, especially against West Brom. Next one. We have the last midfielder, which is Gundogan. So Gundogan is a bit different. Is a big differential, because right now he only costs 5.5 million and his ownership is only 2.3%. His expected goal is 1.97 and expected assist 0.42. He managed to get 3 goals and 3 clean sheets from the previous 5 game weeks, which is really good, because he also managed 11 shots and also 8 key passes. He managed to score 33 points and also 7 bonus points. So I think that it's a really big differential. See, if you have him, I think he's must have. Also, looking at the fixture, it's the same as KDB. So I think that he will have the chance to score big in this one.
Yes. And,
all right.
Okay. To be reminded, this is last 4 matches, because he didn't play against Manchester United for you. Yeah. So he's really good. Next up we have, so that's Orbicidal. What we do have, Amel, for the next one?
We have 2 forwards.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 2.
Okay.
Okay, let's discuss. The first one is Ings. So Ings is right now 8.3 million with ownership only 6.9%. So he is also a big differential. Well, to be fair, he hasn't played much due to the injury. So, if we're looking at the stats, maybe it's not that impressive if we consider the last ones, but it's still a good stats. So, from the expected goals, it's 1.25, expected assists 0.24. He managed to get only one goal from previous 5 game weeks, but 10 shots and also 4 key passes. So, he only got 13 points with 3 bonus points. But as I said, when he's back last game week against Liverpool, I think that he looked really good and he also scored. So I think that he is back. He's currently finding his form back, but I do think that since he will have possibly two double fixtures against Leicester, which tend to concede, and also against Leeds, we know Leeds can play really attacking, so it will leave some gaps behind, and I do think that Ings is the perfect man to score against Leeds as well. And then the next one, we have the obvious choice, Bamford. I think right now, if you don't have Bamford, what are you doing with your life? So he's the obvious choice because he only costs 6.6 million and he's pretty consistent. So considering the price, I think that he is a must-have. Right now, his ownership is for 48.5%. His expected goals is big, 3.25. Expected assists, 0.51. He managed 2 goals and 2 assists from previous 5 game weeks with 19 shots and also 2 key passes. So yeah, I do think that he is that kind of dangerous attacker that you will want in your team. And he also managed to score 26 points and also 2 bonus points from previous 5 game weeks. And looking at the fixtures, it's the same as Dallas and Melier. He got Brighton and also Southampton. If it's proceeds to continue, I think that against Brighton, Brighton tend to concede at times, tend to concede big. Like against Wolves, they concede 3 goals. So I think that Leeds can benefit from that. And also from Southampton, I do think that they have a more solid defense. But if McCarthy doesn't start for them after the COVID issue, I think that yeah, Leeds can also benefit from that.
McCarthy is already back as well.
So yeah,
I just heard.
yeah, but if it's proceeds or not as well, the game against Southampton. So yeah, we need to look out for more news about that, and we'll be sure to update to you guys as well.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay. So that's all. This is our squad. Um, midfielder is, I think, right now for this season, midfielder is the one who we can really count, because we right now we don't really have many options for forward, rather than we just only just pick Ings and Bamford. Yeah, there are also several options like Kane or Vardy, but Vardy is kind of injured, I guess. And Kane,
yeah,
yeah, Tottenham, Spurs only got one fixture, so that's why we,
but against Sheffield though,
yeah, against Sheffield, yes, against Sheffield. So yeah,
yeah, it's a good shout.
yeah, but yeah, you can consider. Okay, so uh, you already see our starting 11. So how much does it cost? It only costs 100 million. Yay! Like with the
Yeah.
bench, Martinez, Brewster from Sheffield United, House from Aston Villa, and Kilman from Wolves. Why? Yeah, actually, our big three comes from De Bruyne, Fernandes, and Salah, and for the other players, yeah, we can just consider little bit of hope, but we are really sure that this is our best current squad right now. If you want to use wild card, or maybe another free hit or bench boost, you can consider this. And for the
Yeah.
captain, we have actually we are discussing between these three between Salah, De Bruyne, and Fernandes. So we pick Salah, and then as the captain, and De Bruyne as the vice. Why? Because based on the fixtures based on the form between Salah and De Bruyne, we can consider Salah, even though De Bruyne has more we call it as more visible fixtures. But we all know that the performance of De Bruyne is still inconsistent. Um, if oh yeah, and I think Amel already said it before that if Fernandes don't get a yellow card warning, we will obviously pick him. Yeah, I think that's all from us. As
Okay.
always, we don't forget to like, subscribe if you're watching this. If you're listening to this, I think you can just follow us. I think we are available on almost every podcast available. So if you're in Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, something like that, yeah, you can listen to us from there.
Yep.
And yeah, I think that's all. This is me and Amel signing off. Good luck with your FPL. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye bye.